Hey, you guys, it's me again, the MetaVerse Explorer, back again with another episode of Star Atlas. I just wanted to make a short video concluding what Star Atlas has done in the last year and what we hope to see in the next year of Star Atlas, which is the year of 2022. Happy New Year, guys, by the way. It's the 1st of January in Sydney over here, so I'm very happy to have celebrated New Year's. I didn't get COVID, so I'm super happy. All right, so what are we actually going to look at? We're going to look at what we hope to do in Star Atlas in the year 2022, and we're going to be using the actual official roadmap that Star Atlas have provided us. I just wanted to bring this out in the back because we will definitely be seeing the Titan ships in 2022. Expect a lot of marketing to come out of this, and we know the ships are the PST-1, the Thimble, Ecos, Super Phoenix, and Busan, the Last Stand. And these ships are going to be well over $100,000, between the 200 to 500 mark, and they'll be only one of ones, hopefully. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. Thanks again for watching. And I just wanted to say, Star Atlas has been the most highest performing kind of video series on my YouTube. It's gotten the most amounts of views, most amount of engagement. So thank you very much. As you guys know, I am aiming to be a Star Atlas streamer when something actually comes out and we can play it. I'll be showing you all my showroom modules. Don't worry about it. So I just wanted to say thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your attention. So thank you. I'll see you very soon. Let's do it. Hey there, it's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. If you're new here, I do Star Atlas videos, tutorials, commentary, and general updates for the Star Atlas metaverse. Full disclosure, I am a part of one of the leading DACs in Star Atlas, Aephian. You might have heard about us, AEP, though I don't think this should be a problem. I do this because I love it. Star Atlas has captivated me. I'm aiming to be a part-time Star Atlas streamer. If you want to support me, all you gotta do is click that button and ding that bell for me. Thanks for your support. Let's get to this episode. Alright, welcome back. So we're actually looking at the Star Atlas official roadmap. So this is something that they provided us ages ago, and we've actually been using it pretty often to keep up to date on what's happening with Star Atlas. And they say they are updating this every Friday. But keep in mind, they are actually on break at the moment for their Christmas and New Year's. They are people as well. They're allowed to celebrate. So give them some time. They said they'll come back on the 3rd of January, and they should be updating this on the following Friday. So this is the official roadmap. We're going to look at what's actually been achieved and what's yet to be achieved. You can look at this in the timeline view, which is what we have now. You can look at this in the board view, which is easy, not as easier as the other one. Or you can look at this in the list view, and which is a bit more succinct. But I myself prefer the timeline view because it's much more interactive. So here we go. All right, where are we today? We are today on the 2nd of January. We've achieved a few things in Star Atlas. Let's actually go back and have a look at what we've done. So the first thing has been the meta poster release, which was, in the beginnings of early 2021, when they released a series of posters and you were able to support the project by buying these posters. And since these posters have released, they have actually rewarded you a lot. The value of these posters have actually rewarded you more than what they were worth in the first place. So you've gotten rewards for holding these posters, but you can also still sell these posters for a premium above what they were selling for. So either which way you look at it, these posters have definitely rewarded you from what more than what they were worth. We've gotten the white paper and the economic paper, which have been good. We've got the cinematic trailer of the PSX4 bike, which was pretty cool, which was rendered inside the engine. We got the mini framework and the marketplace going. The marketplace does need a bit of work. I can show you very soon, but they need to categorize it a bit better, to be honest. We got the inventory system up and working, no problems. We got the Atlas and Polaris launch, which was done using multiple launch pads. And the process of this wasn't actually difficult. It was quite, not from our end, from the retail end, it was quite easy for us to actually go and participate in these. For the Solana specifically was Radium, and then if you had posters which you supported them before, you get guaranteed allocations, which is really bloody good, which is not something you get very often. And sometimes when you get guaranteed allocations of stuff, they're really tiny and they're insignificant, but this one was actually worth it. We got the factory module, which I don't actually know what that was. Let's have a read here. And you can click on these, yeah? So the module for interacting with Star Atlas on-chain programs will be continually updated as new on-chain programs come online. So this is just something on the back end for them to get it working. The next thing is the engine room, which I suppose is the similar thing as well. Let's have a look at it. Internal tool for game item management, which is the same thing. So that game item management is probably something to do with the resources. Let's have a look at the faction selection, which we were able to do. That was a really smooth process, wasn't it? They gave you clear indications of each faction, what they do, and kind of the resources you can gather from them. Now, this spurred some discussion in the Star Atlas community. Some people were not interested in only doing one faction because they only got one resources. So people like my faction, Aephian, we are going in all three factions where we get to actually control some of the supply in all the different resources. The player profiles have been completed. You can see who has the most amount of assets in Star Atlas. Then the first thing, we're going to whereabouts we are now, which is the score, ship missions tier 0. The ship missions were delayed and people were really upset about this and they ended up selling their ships. But now look at the market. Look at, even though Bitcoin and the rest of the market isn't performing well, all your ships are trading at a premium to what you bought them for. You can sell your ship now and you can even start earning Atlas from it, which gives you insane return on investment, which is crazy. What's the next kind of things we're going to see from that? So this is the ships tier 0. There will be ships tier 1, and they're already working on this, guys. They're already working on ships tier 1 here. Let's go ahead and see where they kind of want this to complete. They kind of want this to complete May 31 in 2022. As the ships tier 0 came out, you know, there were 2 delays and maybe more delays that I'm aware of. So expect this to also go way past May, maybe June, July, August, that sort of thing. A couple of months at least. You got to give them time. This takes a while. At the same time, we have Polis DAO staking, which they have projected to be coming out on February the 3rd. And Michael Wagner said this himself. Give him a bit of, give him a grain of salt. Don't be too harsh. They might delay it again, maybe February, March, maybe April at the maximum. But if anything to go by, look at the Axie Infinity staking and look at Illuvium staking, and all of these shot the prices of these tokens up because they were removed from liquidity. People wanted to actually support the game that wanted to, and they lock them up for a long period of time, which means they're not on the market. They're not available for someone to borrow and short against it. So I'm really excited for this. And by the way, Polis isn't performing too well at the moment. Everyone's lost interest in it because everyone's concentrating on Atlas and buying ships with it. A smart play for me right now is actually use my Atlas and use a portion of that to go and buy Polis, because Polis is the revenue generating token. That's where you collect your taxes from. That's where you actually influence the game. They do have something here which is just design and artwork, which is the global polish. And what that basically says is that achieve tech and design excellence, resolve rapid development in 2021 in preparation for 2022, explore new navigational sitemap and implementation, implement improvements throughout the existing minigame framework. So this is just generally a polish. Make it look nicer, make it run nicer, make the user experience that much more smoother. That's it. And then we have more, which is called the Mining Operations Resource Excavations. This is where you'll be able to mine your resources and then maybe use those resources to try and make new items in the game. And then at the end of the production cycle, you should be able to make ships. And this is what Aephian is concentrating on at the moment. Next kind of things we're going to be looking at is ships, tier 1 for the ships, the ship configurations. We're going to be looking at the 3D Star Atlas, which is the Star Atlas is the actual map of what the whole metaverse is called. So you have your metaverse map in the actual browser and you'll be able to go from point A to point B. We don't have that now because we're only on ship tier 0. The Showroom module is what we just saw the cinematic trailer for, and it did look pretty good, pretty good, I think. But unfortunately, they did call this gameplay. I don't consider it to be gameplay. You know this issue. This has happened. So what is this? The Star Atlas launcher, which means it's going to be an executable file on your computer that you'll be able to log in. Players can connect their wallets to the launcher and load it in an initially limited set of NFTs into the Showroom to view their digital property in the next generation Unreal Engine environment. What does this mean? That means you're going to have a file on your computer, you're going to connect your Phantom wallet to it, and it's going to see what NFTs you have, and you're going to play around with those NFTs. You're going to take out modules and put them with other modules. You might be able to apply a skin to it. You might be able to paint it. We don't know this sort of stuff yet, but that's what the whole idea is. You'll be able to actually, it's a showroom. You know, think about a car showroom. It revolves around, you're able to see it. That sort of experience. That's what they're aiming for. And of course, all these build to the entire main game. The showroom module. Now, Gal ships phase 1. So phase 1, where is it? They say this is going to be finished by April 24. Now let's actually go down to the Gal ships. Here is the Gal ship. This is the phase 1 ships, yeah? So wave 1 we had beginning September 7th for a 3-month campaign. And we actually haven't finished this yet. It's still January. We have the last ships to go. You saw they were able to sell some small ships here, which are all selling above a premium. You got some large ships for 1.5k to 9,000k, and there was a bit of issue with the Okrika Throughbit. People bought it way higher than it was supposed to. You got the Calico Evac, which looks pretty cool. The Rainbow Ohm. I got me a Rainbow Ohm. It's my nice block of cheese. I'm so happy. I am so happy. What ships do you have? Can you tell me down in the comments below? I want to actually find out what the actual spread is. We should do a poll, you know. We should do a Star Atlas poll. How many ships do you own, and what kind of class are you interested in playing? We did see the Capital ships sell out pretty well. Some of these were unfortunately sold to some private entities behind the scenes that we weren't aware of. The PSC 11 and the Tree Arrow. The Tree Arrow is the most beautiful ships I've seen. The Tree Arrow is amazingly gorgeous. It's beautiful. My God. I can't afford one. It's $100,000. Then we have the Titan ships. So the Titan ships, we have the PST1, Phoebus, the Ecos Super Phoenix, and the Busan Last Stand. Now let's go back to the actual what is it? Ships phase 1, and look at this. I was able to see some of this here. They've got the production phase. I don't know specifically what the production phase means to them, but everything else says they're in full production. And I was able to see the where is it? The Super Phoenix here. The concept is complete, so that means the it's not been fully in full production. And we're going to see here the phase breakdown, what it actually means. So they've got interior concept complete, exterior concept complete, and what's the difference between that? That's not that doesn't match up. They're saying interior white box is complete. Oh, the white box. Also, there's a white box and a gray box. There's a white box and a gray box. And why is that one the only one that's green? So that means they still have a few things to do. They have to go to a white box first, and then a gray box, and then it goes to green. So yeah, they still have a lot of stuff to do. So they can't actually start selling this yet. They're not done completing it. They're not done designing it and making it look pretty cool and doing the action shots for it. Yeah, so that's the galactic asset offerings that are gonna come. That's gonna be the finishing of it. Now, definitely expect a new wave. This is wave 1 only, phase 1. Expect phase 2 or wave 2 of the ship missions, of the ship offerings. There are going to be more ships, absolutely. You bet your bottom dollar there will be. I've never used that term before. All right, so what else actually is there? We're going to be looking at the Metaverse usernames, which are sort of scheduled to be going until January 21st. So I'm hoping by the end of January, maybe at the February 3rd, when Polar staking has actually come, then we can get some usernames. And this is unknown if we're going to be what the actual process for this is, because we do know in Solana you can already get Solana domain names. We don't know if this is going to be an offshoot on it, or they're going to be making their own Solana domain names. We'll see how they actually want to do it. And then at the end of it, of course, we have Project Mushroom and Project Apple Core. And these ones go all the way to, where is it? To July 2025, 3 years from now. So this must be the main game. This is, yeah, refined major UE5 module releases. So that's like the whole thing. It's 3 years away from now. So at least we got a few things to work on, a few things to do until the full game comes on. So that's what's in the roadmap for the next year, or at least 3 years. So immediately what we're going to be expecting is the Polis DAO staking. We're going to be expecting more mining missions. We're going to be expecting ship missions, tier 1, which is specific missions for your ship where only your ship can go on the mission. And sometimes you might be in a DAC and all of you, or a select party of you, might be able to go and do one specific mission. And keep in mind, I also think that they're going to be co-op missions. So if you have one type of ship and you have another one, they can go on a mission together. A simple example is like an escort, like a cargo escort. You need a freight ship that's going to transport item from A to B, and you're also going to need an escort that takes you that ship from A to B. So this in this example, it might be a Rainbow Ohm or a the shipyard one with an F4 or a Pierce X6, whatever. It's going to be a fighter ship with a freight ship, or you might have something like a mining ship with an ambush ship. All these combinations that could happen. And guess what? I'm going to be buying those ships with my Atlas that I'm currently owning. I am saving a little bit. I've got a little strategy. You tell me what your strategy is. I have asked a few people, and there's only 4 major kind of strategies you can have anyway. I've explained them in my previous videos. So that's it for now, guys. I'm going to stop talking a lot, and I'm going to let you comment down below. What are you doing with your Atlas? Are you looking forward to Star Atlas in 2022? Are you disappointed in the entire year? Are you disappointed in the gameplay? Are you disappointed at what they've been able to deliver? Or you're super happy that you're able to earn some Atlas from your ships now. They are productive assets. You can start capitalizing on the return on these ships. What are you doing with your Atlas? So we have the community is growing, the Discord numbers are growing, so it's really interesting to see what's actually happening and the community evolving as people are learning more and more. Don't forget, there are a few tools for you to use. Aephian has a ship page, a collectibles page. Oh, and that's another thing. Don't sleep on the collectibles. Yeah, they just recently did an airdrop for the posters and any what was it? It was the posters and something else. And you got a Cosmic Sounds, which is now worth $100. Hey, so the posters are traded. The first poster is DOI. It's only $100 now. Is it worth it? It's up to you. They did say these posters will be continuously held in high regards as the first kind of OG people that supported Star Atlas. So I grabbed some myself, to be honest. This is what I'm just gonna do. If this game ends up being as large as what I think it will be, ends up being as large as EVE Online, and oh my god, those posters are gonna be worth so much money. That's my plan. All right, so thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you for staying with me all throughout 2021. As you know, I am aiming to be a part-time Star Atlas streamer. I've still got my normal 9-to-5 job. I can't quit everything and go streaming right away because I need a game to play to actually start streaming. So it's really frustrating. But thank you very much for watching. You have been supporting me throughout the 2021, and thank you very much for keeping with me in 2022. I'll continue to give you great content, great information in regards to Star Atlas, and I'll just keep you up to date. So once again, thank you very much. I will see you very soon. Ciao.